Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm John F. Gately. So today I was going to do a video about yesterday's news relative to the NPR layoffs. And then this morning, Elon Musk, trolling heavy, just labeled NPR as state-affiliated media. And so these two things go together. We're definitely going to talk about the layoffs in this video, but let's just bring you up to date on the Elon Musk Twitter situation. So they have tagged the NPR Twitter account as state-affiliated media. This is just classic. I'm really enjoying this, as you can tell. Ever since Elon Musk bought Twitter, we've seen the release of the Twitter files, community notes, fact-checking of the fact-checkers. Now we're finally seeing more honest descriptions of certain media outlets, according to Twitchy. Kevin Tober. I can't stop laughing about this. Neither can I, Kevin. It's so great and appropriate. NPR, U.S. state-affiliated media. News out. This is NPR. Okay, very nice. This is just classic. Ian, Twitter is now correctly branded NPR as U.S. state-affiliated media. It's an accurate description. The liberals or the left, I should stop calling them liberals, right? They're not liberals in the classical sense. They're far left, right? The old NPR people, if you go Google their things, they're like, Twitter just changed the definition. We didn't fit the okay. So the definition has changed. It's a private corporation. They can change the definition. It's not it's not a law. They changed the policy, and that's the way it is. So too bad, NPR, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. Lara Logan, NPR and Twitter state affiliate, spectacular. Yes, it is. It is absolutely. It's real, and it's spectacular. And if we go over to the Twitter profile, you can see it there. U.S. state-affiliated media. We'll bring up Elon, Benny Johnson, Get Wrecked, NPR. Nicely done. And Elon says, it seems accurate. Seems accurate. Very, very good, Elon Musk. I could not be happier, and I think you probably join me in your disdain for this. There is a statement, of course, NPR Communications has issued a statement from John Lansing. We are disturbed. We're disturbed to see that last night Twitter has labeled NPR as state-affiliated media, a description that, per Twitter's own guidelines, does not apply to NPR. Well, guess what? They just changed the guidelines. NPR and our member stations are supported by millions of listeners who depend upon us for independent, fact-based journalism we provide. I probably knocked into some NPR people yesterday and Monday in New York City. I think I saw some of them. NPR stands for, they're desperate for Trump to be in the news because they need to gin up viewers and listeners for their crappy network. It is unacceptable for Twitter to label us in this way. A vigorous, vibrant free press is essential to our health of our democracy. I don't know if they're really free. They're state affiliated, right? I don't think they're really. How can you be a free press if you get money from the government? How can you be a free press if you get money from the government? It's unacceptable. Well, what are they going to do? Well, I tell you what, Twitter, I tell you what, NPR, if it's unacceptable, then you could delete your account. Why don't you just delete your account? You don't have to have a Twitter account. It's not a requirement. You can just delete your account, and that would be more acceptable for the rest of us, right? Just delete your account, please. Please and thank you, John Lansing. Just delete your account. You know, I am a big fan of Zero Hedge, and I love that website. And I was just reading this article from Tyler Durden, which I think he posted, my eyesight, I'm squinting, yesterday morning. The first sentence is just absolutely perfect. This is absolutely perfect. After NPR's major layoff, employees accuse CEO of racism. Of course they do. In 2023, there are few pleasures Thank you, Tyler Durden. Great article here. There are few pleasures like watching leftist media platforms suffer from declining revenue. That is true. Thank you. Then painful layoffs. And finally, a delightful crescendo of knee-jerk accusations of racism. That's exactly what's playing out at NPR last week during the looking down the barrel of a $30 million budget shortfall. NPR slashed 10% of its staff across all departments. We got a big ad here. The axe fell on the NPR digital team, which has a separate union agreement. NPR voluntarily recognized that unionization, only to see that the union resist accepting NPR's contract terms. What could be worse? How woke could it be? A union at NPR, right? A union at NPR. Imagine the woke bickering in between them. Man, the layoffs so far have hit 84 people. Sorry that you lost your job, but not really sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Including European correspondent. Now, I've actually listened to this woman before, and I'm sure you have too. As a conservative, it's sometimes hard to avoid NPR because it's like everywhere. And especially if you spend any significant time in the car. Sylvia Poggioli from Rome. She won't be down for her journalistic breakfast tomorrow because she got laid off. She's only 41. So I'm sure she'll find something else to do in Rome. I've been to Rome. It's a spectacular place. I'm sure she'll find some other network or whatever to join. Sorry, she's been deleted from the NPR project. NPR said skin color and membership in marginalized groups factored into their choices of whom to fire. I tried to click on that link, but it was for the New York Times, and of course, I'm not subscribing to the New York Times. So I'll take Tyler's word for it that they chose who to lay off based upon their skin color and membership in marginalized groups. Isn't that so NPR of them? They also killed off 4 podcasts. Louder than a riot. Its second and final season was examining how hip-hop's black women and queer folk have dealt with some oppression that hip-hop was built to. I can't even read. Make it stop. Make it stop. Here's the quote. The hardest part is that our season is about misogyny, queer, trans, black women facing hip hop. Yet I don't even understand what they're saying. NPR's claimed that QTP people are the same people that are trying to, with their North Star. What does that even mean? I don't. You know what? I don't know, and I don't care. I don't care. What I do know is that every time NPR is attacked for getting public funds, they always say, oh, it's only a small percentage of our budget. It doesn't influence us in any way possible. And I think the current percentage that they're spinning out there is like that represents 2% of their total budget. And it doesn't matter at all. But if you then go try to cut their budget, whoa, all of a sudden you're trying to kill Big Bird, right? If you try to cut their budget, then you're trying to kill Big Bird, obviously. I mean, you're trying to stuff Big Bird into the oven and cook him for Thanksgiving dinner, right? So it's amazing how NPR wants it both ways. Sometimes they're like, oh, it's only 2% of our budget. It doesn't influence us at all. But then if you try to cut that 2% of the budget, then to them it's like catastrophic. How could you do that? You're going to kill Big Bird and Bert and Ernie, right? I mean, that's what they do. Sometimes it's important to them politically. And when it is important to them politically, they go bonkers. And when it's not basically not supported, helpful to them, they say, oh, it's only 2%. They want it both ways. I am looking forward to the rest of NPR being laid off. I'm sure that's not going to happen anytime soon. But, if we ever get both houses of Congress and the presidency, it would be really nice to see all of the NPR money go bye-bye. Now, I love Big Bird and Mr. Rogers and all that. Who doesn't? although they are definitely, woke. For sure. I'm going to say, Big Bird from the 70s. Yeah, they were pretty good then when I was a little kid. But they are way woke and don't deserve any of our tax dollars anymore. Hey, I'm John F. Gately from beautiful Plymouth in America's hometown, Massachusetts. Also wicked woke. Have a great day.